Hare Krishna. How does one deal with insomnia? Uh, I was reading uh, a book recently, a medical journal actually. Uh, I went to a friend's birthday party. My friend is a doctor, and he subscribed to all the medical journals in New York about what is happening in the latest in medical research. And some of these journals, they were discussing how to deal with insomnia, etc. Firstly, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not trying to prevent you from taking, let's say, anesthesia for a surgery or running to a doctor for a medical emergency, or the idea of, let's say, doing a surgery at home. No, I'm not suggesting that. Please use your doctors. They're very, very competent people. They're very, very intelligent people. They're very, very uh, good intentioned people trying to help the world out via health. At the same time, uh, medicine is a bit over sold, over dramatized, uh, too much over technologized, that sometimes uh, you lose the simple commonsensical approaches. Uh, I s- uh, I have some kind of insomnia sometimes. That's because my mind is very active, and I usually read scriptures in the night, and sometimes I pick up a book, uh, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, whichever it is, and I'm so excited by the book that I carry on for 4 hours, and maybe I start by reading at 10 o'clock, and it goes on till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, etc. So try not to take any medication for insomnia, because in our modern medical science, we have some understanding of different states of sleep, such as the deep sleep, REM, rapid eye movement stage, etc. But at a deeper level in medicine, we don't really have a deep understanding of how the mind works or how the consciousness manifests. And I will discuss this hopefully with your blessings and the blessings of Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Charu Swami, and the blessings of Lord Gauranga and Lord Nityananda. I will discuss how mind works in the future in this channel. So, when you're struggling for insomnia, one of the issues is the mental inputs you get. Uh, Try to reduce your electronics usage. Uh, Maybe have a limit. Let's say after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you don't want to use any electronics. Be very cautious with the impressions that you give your mind. Don't watch too much YouTube, including my channel. Don't watch too much films, too much music which agitates the mind. Take things which are soothing to the mind. Do yoga. Actually, uh, sometimes I do pranayama before sleeping, and I find that doing pranayama improves my quality of sleep. See, it's not so much about the how long you sleep. It's really about how much of quality sleep you are having. In fact, by experimentation, I found that uh, the amount of rest which you get with an hour and a half of sleep, I get that with just playing Vishnu Sahasranam by M.S. Subbulakshmi Garu for 30 minutes and doing pranayama at the same time. I found that in the 30-second cycle, maybe I fall asleep for 7 minutes or something like that, and that refreshes me as much as uh, an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep. That's what I do for power naps. Let's say when you're tired at work, I find a quiet room and play Vishnu Sahasranam for 30 minutes via my headset, and then just do meditation. Uh, so technically, all the Brahmanas are supposed to do a Sandhya Vandana, Gayatri, 3 times a week. The misfortune is modern Brahmanas, me included, have lost our vision and we have forgotten what it all means. And Brahmanas are also supposed to do Gayatri at 12 in the night. Uh, so anyway, if you're dealing with insomnia, uh, try to watch uh, what you're drinking. Specifically in ISKCON, we tell people don't take coffee. In fact, don't take any intoxication, including coffee, is what we say in ISKCON at the time of Diksha. Uh, Try to follow it as much as you can. There may be 1 or 2 times where you may not be able to follow it, but please understand that coffee actually damages us. Now, there's a lot of modern day research about coffee and all that, but this research is really coming from the mode of ignorance, tamoguna, and the mode of passion, rajoguna, and it is not coming from sattva-guna, the mode of knowledge. And uh, uh, so the people who say, drink coffee, it helps you, and all these things, they haven't really understood the power of meditation, the power of doing pranayama, and how to improve your intelligence. So try to stay away from coffee. In fact, I have found that when I drink coffee, it even weakens my immune system. So if you can't sleep, I sometimes I pick up a Bhagavad Gita, read, and after 30 minutes it puts me to sleep. Now the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is not to put you to sleep, but instead of reading some trash, you might as well get some association of Krishna. Krishna is your best friend. Even if you hate him, he will still love you. So the other thing which I do is I chant mantras. There is a mantra which goes something like Namo Namo Aniruddhaya, Namo Namo Hishikeshindyatme, Namo Parahamsaya Purya Nirvritatmane. Actually, I'm not able to recite the complete mantra right now. Please excuse me. It's there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a molehill of mantras. There are a lot of mantras there which are given, which you can chant for various ailments in life, including sleep. It is said that if you read Gajendra Moksham of Srimad Bhagavatam, your insomnia every day before sleeping, your insomnia goes away. A lot of my friends have had experiences with that, so you can try that. The other thing I do is I just do pranayama until I fall asleep. The third thing which I do is I just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, till I fall asleep. Or I chant other mantras also. I only chant mantras which are coming in the Guru Parampara of ISKCON, because when I'm experimenting with these things, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, at least the Guru Parampara will protect me. Different mantras have different gunas, so you have to be very careful. I stick to ISKCON because I know that it's coming from Sattva-guna. There's no Ksudra Puja and other things which are involved. And some mantras can generate heat in the body, etc. So I don't know the after effects of all these things. So I stick to ISKCON mantras. In either case, my point to you is if you're struggling from insomnia, you should try to chant till you fall asleep. Maybe you chant for half an hour, maybe you chant for an hour. And think of it this way, you don't lose anything. You'll either get sleep, or you'll get some punya, or you'll get happiness. Chanting of mantras is very powerful. Manatrayate iti mantra, that is mantra. And if you go into Mantra Sastra, I'm sure you can find a lot of very specific mantras which you can chant for very specific ailments. Now, finding a person who is competent to say these things these days is very difficult. You may or may not be qualified, and your mind is your best friend or your worst enemy. In these things, it's your worst enemy. It might misguide you and take you to the wrong places. In that sense, I recommend you to stick to Hare Krishna chanting, or pick up a mantra from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, or pick up a mantra from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a molehill of mantras. And try to sleep early. It is said that sleep between 8 to 10 is twice as powerful as sleep between 10 to 12, and that is supposed and the sleep from 10 to 12 is less efficient than the sleep from 12 to 4. And try to get up early in the Brahma Muhurta time, which is half an hour before sunrise. Follow a spiritual process. Hare Krishna process is a very easy process to follow. So the summary is, if you're dealing with insomnia, use medicine only in very, very extreme cases, but understand that in our medicine, we haven't really understood sleep or all these states of consciousness which have been understood in the yoga world. Do a lot of yoga, do pranayama, do chant mantras till you fall asleep. And don't believe me blindly, please. Just experiment it for yourself and figure it out for yourself. Thank you for association. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you. Hare Krishna.